Everybody likes the second line march on a sunny day, but music isn't always quite so well received at night. Burlington is a town of unique music culture, and the live music house party is a constant fixture of weekend collegiate life. Bands play basements, basements get crowded, the streets get noisy, and cops are often summoned to restore quiet to the residential districts populated by students and families alike. There is a tension, not just between these two groups, but between the importance of exposure for local musicians and that of neighborly respect.
I help book for Nectars.
You help book for Nectars.
I do.
How do you select bands?
Word of mouth is huge, like everyone also does the whole press kit submission, and sometimes we just have a couple interns in the mix of the parties, or maybe I'll even get down there once in a while too. We have ears and eyes everywhere. We pride ourselves in growing the music scene in Burlington, and I think that's kind of what you're getting at, and it all starts with the house parties, and the college community is huge to grow the scene. A lot of cats from UVM Music School and stuff coming out, and we just want to keep funneling the channels and making sure that people are heard, and we're staying true to our name, which is serving fresh music daily. The house party scene has been awesome for the Burlington community in many ways musically. It's really awesome to see UVM magic like that form, and then give them their first chance on a real stage like this, and the residencies and stuff like that, helping bands develop skills and tightness and how to play with PA systems and real crowds, with the bar scene, I should say. It's always a pleasure and fun to watch people grow, and oftentimes it ends up being some pretty cool results.
I think it's very important. I think it's the most important place to play. Get your nerves out, play for people, get your name out a bit.
Oh yeah, I play music, play some house parties. You get people coming in and out, hearing your music, liking it. It's about, it's free. A lot of times people gotta pay to go to shows, but house party's free, you walk in. I guess the one thing is we just gotta make sure that all the neighbors are cool with it, I don't wanna cause any grifts, don't leave any garbage around, don't have everyone's cigarette butts and everything, but as long as everyone's okay with it, we have a house party from time to time.
It's definitely important to maintain a good relationship with the community. Most of the time when we have parties, we go and we talk to our neighbors and say, we're having a party, if it gets too loud for you, please, here's our phone number, call us before you call the cops. And that has happened before, and they've called and said, hey, can you keep it down, and we shut it off. But then there's been other times where that hasn't happened, so obviously it was just the cops walking by and wanting to bust up a party. We're having a birthday party for my roommate, and unexpectedly we had a DJ, so I think the music was pretty loud. And then around 10 or 11, the cops showed up. Gave me a citation.
The music was pretty loud, there were a couple people over. It wasn't really a big party or anything, but the cops were called from a neighbor, and the cops showed up and issued my friends, who were kind of lipping off to the police officers, a $300 noise violation. I think that it would have been justified if there had been more people at the party. The music wasn't even that loud. I think it was just cops trying to get a little bit more revenue on a Friday night.
Well, we talked to all our neighbors before we had a party. Made sure we knew them. Then we had a party, we got busted. No one complained. Cops hate us.
I think they're really annoying about it here in Burlington, especially when I lived in College Street Apartments last year. They would come knock on my door and it wasn't even that loud. I felt like I could barely have friends over and play music, and it happened a few times. I'm always cordial to them. And of course I'll turn it down, or it'll be time to leave for the bars anyways.
I think that enforcing people to be quiet on weekend nights is definitely beneficial, probably to just the community as a whole. Living in a college town like Burlington, there are so many people who have kids who live in the Hill District, and that's unfortunate for them because, they could be surrounded by college students on every single side of their house. And when students come home at 3 and 4 in the morning after the bars, no one's really thinking, oh, I should be quiet, the neighbors are trying to sleep. I've actually lived on, out of the dorms all 4 years. So I've had 4 years to sort of understand Being quiet can go a long way. Being polite to your neighbors, not playing music at really unreasonable hours of the night. Everyone's had their moments where they're like, music's probably a little too loud right now, but I'm going to keep partying. But I think as long as you keep it in check, your politeness can go a long way.
It's not going to be able to happen if you don't have a good relationship with your neighbors because they call the cops and you're done. Without house parties, I think I probably would have been too nervous to ever actually play on stage.